How many?
You're 4? You're 4 and you're 5? Oh, wow.
We have lots of early learners right here and great teachers, people who dedicate their lives to our children. And we better remember, I think, all of us in Illinois, that we have 1 million children between birth and kindergarten in the state of Illinois. Some states don't even have 1 million people. And we have 1 million young boys and girls, and they want to learn. And it's important we invest in their learning. And that's really what all of us as adults and parents always have to remember, that their future, the future of our kids, is our most important mission. And as the state of Illinois, we have a great program of early learning and taking care of prenatal, as well as helping our parents with support on their children's learning. But we have to build on that foundation. We have to make sure we reach everyone. And we have to have a program from birth to 5 that's the very best in the country. And that's what I talked about yesterday. It's important to understand that our children, they don't have political action committees. They don't have big campaign contributions. They can't even vote. But they are our future. And we as adults and parents must invest in their future. We must make sure we have the very best early childhood, early education program in the whole country. Quality. And that's why I'm here. It's a quality program. That's why I went to Rockford. Quality program. But we must have that everywhere. And we're very, very grateful to all our teachers, our principals, all of those who help in this excellent program. It's very, very important that we honor all of those in the profession of early childhood education. It's very important that we invest in that future, because that's the very best way to have a strong economy in Illinois. We want to have a middle class, a strong middle class that keeps on growing. But all the research shows the #1 public investment that we can make to really make a difference in our entire society is to invest in early learning, in early childhood education, and making sure we have top-notch prenatal care, making sure we take care of all our parents with respect to helping them support their children's learning. And we have to do this in Illinois. That's how we can make our state even stronger. We have to make sure that each and every one of these boys and girls has a bright future. That I just visited a classroom, they learn pre-literacy, they learn about numbers, they learn about working together and collaborating. That's really what early childhood is all about, putting together skills, lifetime skills that will make a difference for all of us. And all the research shows that great things happen when we invest in early childhood education. That was one of our #1 priorities that I spoke about yesterday, and will remain a top priority. We have to have good jobs, we have to have strong education, including early childhood education, and we have to make sure our economy works for everyone.
I'm focused on making sure that all of the children in our state get the high quality early learning experiences that they need. I work with partners across the whole continuum, from hospitals to infant home visiting programs to higher education faculty, to make sure everyone in the state is moving in the same direction to provide the early learning experiences that our young kids need. We've had some great accomplishments in our office, one of which is that we won a $52 million Race to the Top Early Learning Challenge Grant state from the federal government. That has helped us to really build the base of quality of early learning services in our state that we are now ready to build from and to expand. We also received a $30 million maternal infant early childhood home visiting grant. We call that MICV. So this is important because, again, we're focusing not just on the kids but on the parents as well, and that's the only way that we make a big and lasting difference in kids' lives. With our Early Learning Challenge Grant, we will be over the next year launching what's called Accelerate Illinois, a new quality rating and improvement system for all early learning programs across our state. Right now we're focused on working with early learning providers, whether they're schools, Head Start centers, child care centers, to help them understand this new system, help them see how it helps them focus on whole child development, not just literacy but social skills and their whole development. It's focused on the individual needs of programs and helping them move ahead in their quality. So we're working with all providers across the state right now, getting them acquainted with the program. Later this year, we'll then be reaching out to parents and helping them understand how Accelerate Illinois will help them identify and choose really high quality settings for their young kids across the state. So again, we're excited to be here at the Edwards Center for Young Learners because it is such a great example of a high quality program. Kids here learning in 2 languages, which research tells us is the best way for them to learn and build their literacy skills for the future. And we have a model program here. All this research that we'd like to talk about in our country about how important early childhood is really came from Chicago, from this very model, the child parent centers. And we're excited to see that being expanded here in Chicago. Chicago Public Schools is a great partner with the governor's office in making all this happen. So we look forward to this, working more on this Birth to 5 initiative. It's the most important thing we can do for our state.